Yes, good evening, folks. What I'm going to be doing this evening is demonstrating my kind of production process, particularly the front end, the first thing that I do, the genesis of the ideas. So I've got this template and I work with this to keep it as simple as possible. You work with 5 parts, so you have essentially SATB, so you have the high frequencies, the high mids, the low mids and the bass, plus beats, drums, percussion, whatever it is, groove. And the idea is that you set the timer for half an hour and you work with the first preset that you come up with, rather than spending hours flicking through presets and trying to find something, design something, an idea in your head you already have. It's working with what you have in front of you. I'm going to just start now. I tend to start with the drums, so here we go, and I'll sort of talk you through it as I go. So what I do is I'll go into my trusty break folder called International Breaks 101, which is actually a sample LP, which is no longer available because I think the company that put it out, Drum Broker, got in trouble because they, as obscure as the breaks are, someone obviously recognised some of them and they got in a whole heap of trouble, probably, because you can't get them anymore. Anyway, so right, first break I find I have to work with. Now, here's the timer. Going to set it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Here we go. And start. Right, drum breaks. Here we go. That's it. Got to work with it. So I'll drag and drop that into beats, audio over here. Right, so here we go. So Ableton's got this kind of sophisticated algorithm where it listens to audio, particularly audio that's got strong transients like this, and it kind of maps it to the grid of the global tempo. So I'll duplicate that. Get that. Okay, so that's cool. If it's flashing, that means that's what it's going to play next. There we go. That's set up. Right. So, right. I'm going to go into plugins. Go into VST audio. Go into my Korgs. I think maybe Korg gadgets. Bit of an old retro synth vibe. Lexington. Let's go for that. Let's go for the Lexington into the MIDI clip there, into the MIDI slot. Here we go. Man, I got the first preset. I've got to work with it. Okay. So here we go. Okay, well, I'm just going to go with that, I think. There it is. Part 3. Okay, now what should I do next? Let's go for some kind of bass. Actually, I'm going to go for another one of the... let's go for another cool gadget. Love these things. How about something that's acid? Here we go. Okay, I'm going to jam something and see what comes out. Okay. So there's a bit in the middle of that I quite liked, and I was going to find it and use that and loop that, I think. Yeah, baby, here we go. Right, mate, which bit? I think that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, we've definitely got this kind of sort of 70s sort of Alan Parsons project kind of 70s thing going on here, haven't we? I mean, most of my music sounds like the 70s, to be honest. That's the way it goes. Cool. Now what I'll do there, because at the moment I'm just working with little clips, working with little loops, but when it comes to actually about 5 minutes before the end of this session, I do a live kind of take where I'm triggering and firing off the clips left, right and centre just to kind of take an arrangement, which gets recorded in there. Imagine each of these clips is a musician, and I am the conductor. Right? And I'm basically turning them when to start, and then cutting them off and stopping them. And then this view is essentially the tape machine, and this records what I've done, what the musicians have done on that side. It comes out there. So, and what I'll do is I will probably record when I'm doing the live take into the other view. I will start mucking around with the cutoff on this a bit to get some interest. Verve, I like Verve. It's a really crusty kind of mellotron-y kind of thing. Okay, right, so I'm going to go into here. Let's try, so, I'm just going to stand the default actually, see what happens here. GarageBand is only, Alan, is similar to that. I mean, this bit's like GarageBand for sure, and this bit isn't. This bit's like no other, I would say. Not at the moment, anyway. So, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try and just play for a bit. Make sort of ghostly, spooky kind of stuff. Get some delay and reverb in it. Hide them off, hide all the rubbish. Yeah, really wobbly. Hammer House of Horror, isn't it? Here we go. Bake it up. Turning the bake rotary just gives it more hiss and more noise and whatever, which I really like. Okay. I'm going to try a pass, but I'm going to mute the keyboard I put in first of all. Okay, so here we go. Cool, done. So that's another part. Right, these drums are a bit weak, aren't they? Right, I'm going to smash the bejesus out of them. Here we go. design. It's not cheating, everyone knows. Cool. Next, what have we got here so far? 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, got the bass, chords, this thing. Where's that gone? Right, what should I try now? I'm gonna put some electronica with it. Here we go. Now I've got a kit in there, and what I'll do, I'll just grab a MIDI clip from a different drum kit and have some fun with it. That one. I shouldn't be listening. I shouldn't be auditioning. Just go for the first one I find. Okay, and then what I do is this. So that's another part that's in there. Okay, so I've got 8 minutes left. So I'm going to do a live recording now of this. Spooky. Oh, there you go. Right, so I'll go over here. I enjoyed that. It's one of those funny things. It's like you never quite know how it's going to turn out. To me at the beginning, when I was putting the parts together, I was thinking, oh, right, this is all going to be a bit rubbish. And I was actually, I was kind of proof correct in some ways, but in other ways, once you start, it's become quite interesting. So, right, this is the arrangement basically. It's all there. This is how it works. So I do that. I do this. You can see this properly. Now, all the bits, all the changes I did live on the fly over here have all been mapped into here. As you can see, there's the automation curves, so they're all in there. So that's that done. So I'm not going to muck around with it anymore. That's what it is. I'll go to the master chain. I've got this master chain set up. Now, as you can tell, I quite like dusty, crusty, wibbly wobbly, lo-fi, love goodness. So I've got these things that I set up. Now, this is called colour, which basically just mashes the bejesus out of it. So you get this kind of acts like a knackered old tape player. So I like a little bit of that to give it that sort of brown and orange 70s feel. The depth there, maybe about there. Bit of mastering on it, just a bit of saturation, a bit of compression to kind of squash it all together, glue it together, take out a bit of 300k because it's always muddy, and then a limiter. So this is what this sounds like now. Quickly do actually, I will. Where's the bass? Was that the bass one? I can't remember. That's the bass. So I'll turn up a bit. Actually, the bass is a bit quiet. So that's it. So now what I do is I'll give it a name. So I'm going to call this Crusty Balls. How about that? Crusty Balls. Yeah, it's a kind of it's a biographical number. There we go. Right, and put it in my splurge folder, and there it's saved. So I save the arrangement, and then what I do is I go to the top and I just bounce it. Collect, bounce it from there. This will take a minute or so. Won't take long. There we go. Export that into Crusty. Nope, into where you gone? Crusty. There we go. Crusty Balls. And the key then is I don't listen to it for a week. Don't even touch it for a week. And the only way to get some clarity as to whether any of this is any good is there we go. Let's do it on. Is give it take some distance from it and listen to it in a week's time, and you'll probably get something. Usually get something out of it. So yeah, that's it. I really enjoyed it. Sorry if I've been a bit stumbly, a bit bumbly. Thanks all for coming. Take it easy. Bye bye.